All right, hi, it's the Portraits of Hope once again, and today we have an extremely phenomenal woman. Her journey is nothing short of inspiring, has gotten into the manufacturing industry, is doing an amazing job, and has been a multi-serial business entrepreneur. Her story is nothing short of amazing, and I can't wait for you to experience her world as a businesswoman. Rehema. Karibu sana.
Asante.
You know, I know you as Remy. Yeah. So I'm like, Rehema who? But welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Remy is my nickname.
Remy is your nickname.
My mom gave me since my childhood.
Yeah.
It gives me a lot of zeal.
Yes,
yeah.
It's such a beautiful name. It's so powerful. Yeah. And Rehema means, is it grace?
Grace.
Is grace, yeah. So my name is Neema, so we share the same meaning. Yeah. So nice to meet you, Rehema. Yeah. And I know you've really had quite a journey in your business experience. Yeah. How did you encounter business? Was it something you always thought of, or it's something you had to do? How did you get into the business journey? That's the question.
I come from a family where we are serial business people.
Wow, yeah. Yes.
And I think it's inborn. Mm-hmm. I'm a hardcore entrepreneur.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a great business person that is known up to today. And I actually always do a lot of research about him, mm-hmm. how he did his business, mm-hmm. how he maneuvered, mm-hmm. and everything. And it's inborn because I started it right when I was young.
Since like primary or high school? In
primary.
You started in primary. What was your first business?
My first business was selling mangoes. You remember the two penny? You remember this big two penny, the brass ones, yeah? So actually my dad could send me to the market to go buy groceries. Yeah. And I could go to a big, like a wholesale market, mm-hmm. right then at the village. It was called Kibuye Market.
And you would sell them and make your money.
He made me come up with a list, mm-hmm. like today you're going to buy onions, mm-hmm. vegetables, blah, blah, blah. So because I could go to the market and buy them in bulk, and then keep some money aside, save them. So from the money during market days, like mm-hmm. On Sundays, I could go to Kibuye Market and buy mangoes and sell them by our gate. Mm-hmm. From that, then I could make some money.
What did you do with the money at that age?
I was just doing it for fun. I didn't know that.
You enjoyed it. You just enjoyed it.
I was just doing it for fun. Like it's inborn. Actually, I didn't know that it's inborn. It's something that I started doing at a tender age. Mm-hmm. Then I could buy also jaggery, sell like that. So when I went to the boarding school, mm-hmm. I also started carrying biscuits and what. The spirit was just in me.
You've always been.
The spirit was just in me.
You were the person who was always a trader.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a small kiosk in my box sanduku, you know.
With your biscuits in there. Yeah. Instead of eating, you sell them.
Yeah, I could go with a box of biscuits, sell them. Then next time, I go with maybe 3 boxes and blah, blah, blah. Then I fought, I fought so hard to be a prefect.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You are prefect?
Yeah. Just to do my business.
So that you can sell by force?
Yeah, with the time, things became tough. And, you know, mm-hmm. when you're a prefect, you manage people, you know.
Yes.
So when I came back from school, mm-hmm. I came back home. Mm-hmm. I continued with the business. Then when I finished my high school, mm-hmm. I ventured into water business because where the area...
Immediately after high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where I was staying, there was a water problem, yeah? Mm-hmm. There was water problem. So what I did was like get some few kibuyus, fetch some water, mm-hmm. and sell them to the neighbors. And it was so interesting.
Yeah.
So I started managing a few people who could do that, mm-hmm. and even coming up with an hand cart for them to do that. And then they could deposit like 300 shillings in my account. So I opened an Equity bank account so they could deposit money there. Within 2 years, the first money that I made was 200,000.
In 2 years?
Yeah.
Just after high school?
Yeah. 200,000. Wow. I showed it to my dad, and
you
my dad was like,
to be a business woman. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I showed it to my dad, and my dad was, how did you do this?
Because he saw you doing a lot of activities.
Yeah. I also joined a private computer college where I could make some juices, carry them to college, and then during break time I would sell the juices. So there's a time my dad called me and asked me, how much is your fee? How much? I told my dad that I'd already paid it. How? So I removed the notebook where I did my sales and the...
You already knew how to write and document your processes. It's amazing. So no one showed you this. You just started on your own, and you were observing maybe just stories of your grandfather and your parents, and you just did it on your own. Wow.
Actually, I was supposed to join a agricultural engineering college, but I did not because of school fee.
School fees, yeah.
Yeah, because of school fee. So with time, when I did that business, then I met some ladies who are doing fashion. They could travel, get bags and materials from Tanzania. I joined them, then I started traveling to Tanzania.
So that now they recruited you into your next business. So I mean, from what I'm getting, like you start in primary, you are selling mangoes, then you get into water, and then now you've entered into the fashion business. Your business number 3. Tell us about that also.
So we traveled to Tanzania, get some few bags and materials, then sell them to women. Actually, when I met a friend in Nairobi, and that is how I ended up in Nairobi. So business in Nairobi was booming more than...
In Nairobi?
Yeah. More than how it was booming in Kisumu. So I ended up staying here with my friends.
So that's what moved you to
I was money-minded.
Wow. Amazing. You know what? I mean, it makes sense the way you're saying you already came from a business family. So it never occurred to you at one point to do 8 to 5. Business was it. This was the path. So did you ever find yourself, even in your toughest when you had challenges, do you even have a CV?
Business CV. Yes.
Only a business CV for like selling your business, not
business CV, no.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so inspired that you remain consistent. What have been your, I mean, because you started really young and it looks like it was smooth sailing, but did you ever encounter any challenges along the way as a business person, and that, you know, make you who you are? Because I know they always say challenges define the person you become. If it's smooth sailing, it's not normal.
Yeah, my first challenge is when I wanted to open a wholesale. And I went to my dad, because my dad is the one who has been mentoring me right from my childhood. Because they come from a business family too. My dad told me, for you to be a business person, you have to go back to school. Go back and learn about it. Yes, you know it, but you have to learn about it. You cannot just open a go down or a big shop doing business. You must go and learn about it. Then I went and applied for a business school at Kenya Institute of Management, diploma level. I did study business management, then I graduated. After that, I was out again. So funny.
I'm so impressed.
I was out again. On my way traveling, that is one of the challenges. I have to go back to school and learn about it.
That was the challenge. Like, it's wasting my time and keeping me from my money.
So what happened on my way going back to the village, when we were passing Narok, I spotted some charcoal along the road. Then I bought like 12 bags at once.
Of charcoal?
Yeah, so I put it in the van. And the person that we were traveling kind of asked me, my friend, that, why are you taking those charcoal? I said, don't worry, I'm taking them home. So the moment I reached home, the neighbors had already spotted the charcoal, and I sold them on the spot.
All of them?
All of them, remaining only one charcoal for my mom, one bag of charcoal.
Yeah.
On my way coming back again, I did so. So where I was living also, my neighbors saw the charcoal, me offloading the charcoal, and they also wanted. So I started a charcoal business.
Wow. So that's
like a side
in fact,
hustle.
I was going to ask you, because the last time I met you, you had told me about your charcoal business. And so I was like, where did it start? That's amazing. What do you, like when I'm listening to you, and I feel like many people really struggle with business when they start, what do you feel was the key to your success and your progressiveness in business? Like, think about, you are making 200,000 by just after high school.
Yeah.
You came with your charcoal and all of it sold on the very day.
Yeah.
You got into fashion that it even made you move town because it did well. What do you think is about you, or how you're going about your process that makes you business successful?
I like when I see a gap in every situation, I will always go for it and fill that gap.
Yeah.
Because this business continued from charcoal again to fashion.
Yeah.
To fashion. So I started importing my goods from China, and also going to Dubai, getting some few things, going to, again, Uganda, different places, and I opened a boutique.
Yeah. So you strike.
Yeah.
You strike while hot.
Yeah.
When you feel the idea, you just do right away.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the boutique business was a big one, not bad. I could even get clients even overnight.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you getting clients? Is it that you're social, or how are you marketing?
Because I'm into fashion,
Yes.
the way I dress, the way I speak to young girls. I think they admired me. And also my social media page. I think they found me through social, because I could ask them, why did you get me from the social media, from referral? Sometimes they could come to my shop with issues affecting them mentally, socially, and I would address those issues. Like they're my sisters, like, you know,
They were your
close to,
friends,
they became.
You're a very endearing person. I think if you were to come and say, buy this car, I'd be like, let me buy it. So now here, food pot, which I think is what like you're currently doing and you're very famous for. How did you get into food pot? And by the way, they are very delicious.
So how I got into food pot, this is something that actually we did with my family. From childhood. We loved cooking from the heritage where I come from, the Nubian community.
Yeah.
We love cooking and coming up with spicy food and all that, just like the Indians, you know.
Yeah.
So this is a heritage that has been passed from one generation to another.
So
from my grandmother.
Already making these different flavors.
Yeah. So I didn't know that it would come into business, you know. Because when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I will think is just cooking, coming up with recipes, balancing the recipes, all that. So this idea actually came during COVID. That is when my fashion business was closed due to the lockdown. So all I could do for my mental health was to cooking and doing what. So I saw an advert on Facebook about women in manufacturing. So when I saw the advert, I sat on it and I said, what can I do? Something that is long lasting, something that if there's any hazard that comes, like a drought, disease, any outbreak that comes, that it will be there to stay. So the answer was into food. So I took all the food from the fridge, that the leftovers that were remaining, I kept them on the table, because I wanted to manufacture something to do with food.
Yeah.
I took a picture. Then there was chili sauce that I made that had stayed in the refrigerator for about almost 6 months.
Yeah.
And people loved it. People loved
That you had made.
That I'd made,
Yeah.
So when I removed it from the refrigerator, it had already condensed. I scooped a little bit of it and put in the microwave because I wanted to eat. When I put in the microwave, the color turned so nicely. And I said, Eureka, this is the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was your moment of discovery
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah. So the answer was chili sauce.
And then you also did jam.
Yeah,
How did you
I
get
did
into
jam.
that?
So when I went for the manufacturing course with Kirdi, that's when I got to learn all this. I'm someone who wants to know everything.
Yeah.
So I came up with
you're curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I came up with what I want to learn, like the fruit jam and the sauces, condiments, all different types of, and they took me through it. They taught me how to do it and how to prolong their shelf life.
Wow, amazing.
And that is how Food Pot was born.
And that's how Food Pot was born.
Yeah.
Then you started branding,
Yeah.
and then you started taking it to the market.
Yeah.
And you've done such an amazing job, because I've enjoyed it, and I know every time people come, they want a piece of it. Yeah. So how do you stay motivated? Like, by the way, how far have you taken it? All over Kenya now?
I have friends who usually order my products.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, from overseas, like Belgium, like Germany.
So it's crossed the borders.
Yeah, it has crossed the border.
And how can our guests order it in case they want?
We can share my contacts.
Yeah, you can share your contacts on the comment section. Yeah, this is amazing. And I think what I really like is that you've done business, which is your favorite. Of course, this is now your favorite business at the moment. You've done business after business after business after business. What keeps you going? Like, what is it that you only have your business CV and you don't have the other CV because you still want to continue doing business and you're hoping for bigger? What is the thing that keeps you really going?
What keeps me going is that I'm a mentor. And the young girls in my community, they come to me for advice, how they can come up with the product, a product name, how to run their business. So I sit down with them and then help them come up with a product.
Yeah.
I also mentor them and also address the mental health issues and awareness also. Like most of them, I've given birth at a early age. They are not working and they want to make some income.
So you're passing on the skill to them so that they can actually do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk to your 18-year-old self.
Yeah.
Would you still go back the same path as an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Would you choose a different life? Or just talk to yourself. You're 18. What would you tell someone who is in that age group right now, a young girl? Because you mentor. So what would you tell them about life and what's your most important lesson actually?
I remember when I finished my Form 4, I wanted to do agricultural engineering. And what happened is that my parents didn't have funds to take me to college. Yeah. But I never gave up. And I think it's something that it was in me. I didn't know I would end up doing agribusiness, which is related to agricultural engineering. So sometimes God makes you follow your path, even if you run away from it or you avoid it. That's my feeling, you know. This because this is what I really admired doing. And actually I'm here doing agribusiness. So it can still link me up into my agricultural engineering because I want to grow my own chilies, my own vegetables. So it's like it's a turnaround.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you made a way where maybe one road was closed and somehow it still led you to where you are meant to be and you're just right in your alley. Yeah, amazing. Legacy.
Yeah, legacy.
I know you already
passing my legacy.
You want to have your chili farm.
My own factory.
Your own factory. Wow, your own
where
factory.
I can manufacture my products and employ women. Work together with them, the vulnerable women in the society.
And literally just do it. You are so powerful. And I think as you share your story, you continue to inspire many people. What I admire is that you've always wanted to be this and you've never quit on your journey. You've maintained the consistency. And yes, in as much as also you're coming from a minority tribe.
The Nubian community.
The Nubian community. But you've brought in your culture and somehow you're sharing your culture with all of us and mentoring others while at it. I think that's very inspiring. What I really like most is how you've managed to package, especially the Food Pot brand. Like you did quite a good job about it. Did you do this yourself? Like most entrepreneurs, we design our own things, or how did you come up with that?
Actually, I tried doing it by myself.
You did? But I still design my posters.
But
yes.
I never gave it to my best. Do you know what happened? I came up with because my company name is called Food Pot. So I wanted a picture of a pot. So I went to the branding person and I did a picture and just food pot, wrote food pot, and the picture was in black.
Yeah.
So one day when I went to the Brand Kenya agency where they were looking into my product for export market.
Wow.
So I was criticized among about 100 and over people.
About
and I felt so devastated.
That's what made you stop designing for yourself.
So it was a picture of a black pot, and they talked about a dirty kitchen, a old mama dirty kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like they talked about also about the smoky dirty pot.
Oh, really?
And they wanted they wanted my product to be international. It had a very catchy name.
They needed to package you
to package
a global stage.
Yeah, and I was so devastated. I went home very sad. I went back and thought and talked to experts who linked me from one designer to another up to an international designer.
Wow.
So that's how
you came up with
the name.
The name
food pot and the colors in it.
Yeah. It's very bright and it invites you, and especially because this is orange, so when you see them on the table you just want to take all of them. They did well. I think what I'm getting from that is how we learn over years as entrepreneurs. It's okay to delegate some things and you don't have to do everything. So even by the time this product has reached out there, it's not just Remy who is here. It's even your great grandparents as they made this meal. It passed to your mothers, it passed to everyone, and you're also now adding other people who are giving you input, and you're also passing the same to the next generation.
And that's why we go back to school and learn. You remember what my dad told me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't just package yourself. You must go back to school and learn. Yeah.
And you are an avid learner. You really learn.
Yes. So I think I'm ready for export market.
You are.
And if you see my product, it has got made in Kenya brand.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has.
Which means it's already accepted.
This is amazing. Congratulations. This is so good. Anyway, I think you have to soak in this food pot thing. And actually over here, made in Kenya brand, like her product is ready for export. I tell you, it's really amazing. I've had it. I've enjoyed it. I know you're going places because you've never quit on yourself.
Yeah.
And you keep going and you're passing on the baton to others. I know you will definitely do well. All right. Any parting shots before we go?
Yeah, in life, what I've learned is never to give up in whatever you do. People will approach you, family will approach you, they'll discourage you. They will tell you this is not the right path to go because they don't see it as a career, not knowing that you can turn something like cooking as a passion to business. Yeah, that one has also made me going because it's my passion. It's not, I didn't duplicate it from someone else. It's an inborn thing. And it makes me going each and every day when I wake up, I come up with different recipes. I balance the recipe, different brands and everything.
Did you hear that? Passion is the driver. It wakes you up in the morning. So when you have such a great idea, when you're passionate about something, it could actually be your source. See, during the pandemic, she discovered this whole sauce making, which is part of her culture, and today she's going into exports. How amazing is that? Thank you guys for watching Portraits of Hope. I've been your host, Esther Neema, hosting Remy, and I look forward to seeing you next time.